Here, we're alive, we're awake. We're doing it. We are about to do a few bits and pieces. I'm going to prepare some food. I will wait till people arrive and we can have a little chat. So I decided I'm going to do a daily live kitchen stream while I prepare my meal for the day and things like that. It's just a normal basic thing. So first thing I'm going to do is have my medication. Right, so the only medication I'm on is just two medications, and they're nothing to do with my mental status or anything. They are a long-term medication I'm on for blood pressure. So I'm on Mysticle and amlodipine, and I just take them in the morning. They're always the first thing I do, so I remember to do it. I have to keep to a schedule. I have to keep to how I do things, so I remember to do things. I can't put things off because then they never get done. So just take these simply. One of those tablets is in a little plastic capsule, and here's nothing and just goes down. The other tablet is a horrible, horrible tasting, worst tasting tablet I've ever had to have in my life. And it's like the second it touches the moisture of your tongue, it starts to dissolve. So the second tablet, the Ramipril, doesn't taste like anything. The amlodipine tastes like not a good thing. If I'm lucky, they both go down quickly. If it stays on my tongue, it's like not fun. But yeah, tablets are not a fun thing. I just have to remember that I do that straight away. Now, let's talk about food. I am very limited to what I can eat because of how my body reacts to food. Anything that doesn't create too much acid, like I've talked about it before. I can't have many dairy products. I can't have many anything. I can't have whole grain rice. Oh, I can't grain wheat. I can't have brown rice. Anything that the body has to digest in a different way could cause acid in my stomach, which could go up my throat. So I have to schedule things, and what you're going to see today is the meal that is, it's both a lunch and part of my afternoon meal as well. Bertie's here. And so we're going to prepare that, which is the same. I eat pretty much the exact same meal every single day. So the first thing we put in is some rice. And like I said, I can't have wild rice. I can't have brown rice. It has got to be just a basic. Let's find it. A very basic basmati rice. That is the basis of the meal. And 75 grams of that. Because I can only eat certain things, I have to make sure that what I do eat is actually something good. Now I apologise for the stain on the bottom of that big pan there. That's because of cooking the chicken in the Instapot yesterday. The stain didn't want to come off, but that will disappear over time. It actually is clean. I have cleaned it twice. So first of all, we do this. We measure it up. I've got a measure over here. from there, 0 the scale, and put 75 grams of rice there. It's just normal rice in a thing. And then this rice goes over here in the pot. It's done. That's done. So there we have the rice in there like that. No problem. The rice in there. The next thing we add is a single potato. Why a potato? Because the kind of meal I have, I can get low potassium, and low potassium can be bad. So I had to. I'm limited to what food I can eat, and at the same time, I've got to balance. So I make sure I get all the things that I need. Because if you're eating the same meal every day, or most of the time, then if you're missing something out of that meal that your body needs, things can be bad. And because of the way my body works and the way it absorbs things, my body doesn't absorb potassium as well. Something to do with the amount of my gastric system that was removed for the bowel cancer. So therefore, I have created a meal which pretty much balances it all. So first thing we'll do is get one of the potatoes out of my potato stash in the fridge. Just a single potato. This is quite a big one, but we don't mind. It's just a potato. It's a potato, potato. We will slice up the potato. We will make this potato into quarters of potatoes. We will just thingy. No need to. I never peel the skin off potatoes or carrots, because a lot of the goodness for potatoes and carrots is in the skin. So I quarter it, and then I go over here and put it on. There we are. You have the potato in there. Right. So the potato is in the potato plates. Where's my towel? My towel's there. Just need to wipe my hands. So this is going to be a little experiment, this little thing that we do. Now, the next thing we do is we grab 3 bags from the freezer. Okay, so once again, it's taken me a long time to find different types of food that actually my body can handle. So, for example, this is just simple mixed veg from Morrison's. It's got broccoli in, it's got peas, and it's got carrots in. So we put some of that in. There we are, like that. I think that's the last of that. That can go in the bin. And then we've got this, which is basically frozen spinach. Once again, helping with the potassium. And then we've got sausages. Now, it took me a while to find some sausages that I could still eat. The reason we've got sausages is because sausages are one of the cheapest meats to buy these days. And I need some kind of protein in there. So these are ones just again from Morrison's, the Richmond brand. Whatever they've got in. And I just put 2 of these sausages in. Put these back in the freezer before I forget. Morning, Vida. Morning, Vida, you awesome person of awesomeness. So, That's most of the stuff in there at the moment. And now we add, what am I missing? We add to that mix a tin of soup. Now, once again, when it comes to soups, I've had to test different types of soups, what soups my body can handle. And one of the problems with all the issues we've had recently with the supply chains and that is limitations and changes. So I've got some soups in this cupboard, and there's about, this is one that works. It's just a Morrison's brand. It's a Scotch broth. I can't use normal gravy. Gravy is something I have to really limit. I used gravy with my meal yesterday. Man, yay, welcome. But this is my alternative to having herbs and spices and a gravy or a stock in something like what I'm creating. My body can handle something like this. So this goes on top of it. So I'll go over there and thankfully it's got a ring pull, so I don't have to open it the old-fashioned way. And then we add about 300 mils of water just for the rice. So 300 mils of water out of my birkie, which is about there. Now, this goes into the Instapot. Just mix it up a little bit with this. It is basically just a little like risotto type, instant foodie type thing. And I'll explain to you why all this works so well. Let's put this in here now. Put the lid on. Put the pressure cooker and set it to start. And he'll go. Now the thing is this. That food will be 1.5 meals for me. And because I'm using the pressure cooker, it's only on for 9 minutes, the pressure cooker. It doesn't cost much money. Hello, Jack. Yay. We've got Jack, we've got Cleban, and we've got Rita. The pressure cooker actually cooks the food very well. I can't steam cook. I can't eat food that isn't fully cooked. This is why I have, if I do potatoes, it'll be mashed potatoes, because I've got to make sure that the food I put in my body isn't processed food, but has been cooked properly. So when I've put all that stuff together, when you come out, it's like basically a risotto style thing. Hello, Melody. Welcome. And so this is the meal that I have most days. Once it's ready, I just have some in a bowl, and that will be my lunch. And then the rest of it, as a side dish, I might add I've used the air fryer to cook up a couple of croquettes, a little tiny bit of chips, or a little bit of hash browns, and have it as a side, and that will be my afternoon meal. And because of the problems with my stomach, I haven't told, what happened was this. When I had bowel cancer in 2018, and they removed 40% of my bowels, I can now turn off that camera. Let's turn that camera off. And I can turn it off. Leave that off. And what it meant was, by removing 40% of my gastric system, the part of your body that absorbs your food and everything, it alters the way my body works. First of all, I have to eat more than normal just to keep a normal weight. And I am very, very limited in what what my body can process. Because if your body can't process food, the way your body tries to deal with it is to create more acid to try to process the food. And that's where the problem comes with my throat. So my first meal is around 9 or 10. Sometimes I have a breakfast, and that will usually be oats and one pear chopped up in it. And I heat up the oats in the microwave, and I add a pear to it. I have it with some oat milk. I can't have normal milk. I can't have normal dairy milk. It does not agree with me at all, sadly. So my last meal of the day is between 3 and 4 in the afternoon. I cannot eat. If I eat after 3 and 4 in the afternoon, then I will have to put back the time I can go to bed by an hour. There's got to be 6 hours between the time I last eat and the time I go to bed. So that is why I eat at about 4 p.m, my last meal, and then that's it till the morning. My body's used to it now. I don't get hungry at night or anything like that. So this is the good thing that we have. This is what I have to do every morning, and this is why 99% of the time, that is the meal I have. What you have seen me just create and put in the Instapot is what I will eat. Morning, Bunby and Calicat socks. So I've decided that each morning I'm going to do a little stream downstairs. Now we've got all this set up. Each morning I'll do one of these little streams where we can just chat a bit and see how things are going before we go back upstairs to the main PC. Once my food is ready, and that's a good time to feed the dog, give the dogs their early meal. In fact, we'll give their dogs their early meal. Bertie is down here, lying on a little bed down on the floor here. Beryl is in the living room, lying on the sofa because she likes to be comfortable. So, it's about 1 degree Celsius here. Slime, welcome to the channel. Yeah, we're having a little mellow thingy, but I think it's a nice thing for me to do a little morning stream down here in the kitchen. And we can just chat, and if you've got any questions for me or any suggestions, just ask away. You're all part of this. So there's nothing you could ask me that will bother me. There's no subjects that we have to skirt around. So if you want to chat about anything, just say so. And we can have this little morning chat. I mean, there may be a day when I can't do it, but usually I think this is a nice idea. Yes, the reason I'm wearing my Ninja Kiwi hat at the moment is simply because I shaved my hair off. I shaved my hair off before yesterday's stream. And well, I don't shave my hair off for anything, so, oh, I look nice. No, I shaved my hair off because after about a week or so, my brain says, I don't like your hair, I don't like your hair, I don't like your hair, and you can't sleep unless you've removed your hair. Things like that happen. So that's with the whiskers. I have to shave them off after a certain point in time, and say once a month I have to just use the shave of that. Okay, yeah. Oh, it's moved around. We need it in the center. It's got to be in the center. There, that's better. Okay, so that's a good one, Vida. Good one. Don't try to fit into the world. Even the most so-called normal person in the world is unique. Don't let the world try to tell you that everybody's the same. We're not. Even if you're not dealing with autism, even if you're not dealing with bipolar or depression and that, no one in the world is standard cookie cutter person. And you've got to find the things that make you smile, the things that make you laugh, the things that make life special for you. Don't let the world tell you this is the way to be happy. This is the way to have a good life. Do what makes you and those around you smile. Do those things, those guilty pleasures. It's like me. I watch my favorite TV show over and over again. Why not? Why shouldn't I don't forget your inner child. One of the worst things people try to force you into is to actually growing up. It sucks. I will never ever stop being a gamer. I will never ever stop wanting to play computer games, and certain programs on TV will still make me giggle and ludicrously happy. And when I see something new in VR, I want to just jump around like a child and that. Why shouldn't I? Why should me being 52 years on this planet mean that I have to stop having fun and being able to laugh? Do you know what the sad thing is? In the local area, there is a club for people who've got bipolar. Now, this club, it's wonderful. When I first heard about this club, I thought, that's amazing. I can go and visit people who are like me. But this club is only open to people up to the age of 25, and they get to play on Wii, or they get to do computer gaming and all these wonderful things, but it's only open for people up to age 25. What am I offered? What am I offered as in the area I live, as someone who is dealing with autism and all these? What am I offered? I am offered a club that meets up in a local pub and they play dominoes and darts. Fuck that shit. No. Why the hell would I? Fine. If you like darts, and if you want to play dominoes, and you want to drink in a pub, fine. If that's your idea of happiness, go for it. Why the hell would I want to do that? I want to blooming go in VRchat and find a cute anime avatar to wear and run around Sims giggling. Why not? Why can't I do that? Yeah. Be yourself, because yeah. Yeah, Bunby, it's crazy. Oh, I'm so happy that I can help with this. Do those things that make you happy. You're unique. What's your favorite program that you love? Your favorite anime? Read your favorite comics. Play. What's to stop if you like? It's this one weird thing that happens. Up to a certain age, we're allowed to have toys. Yeah, yeah. Plushies are awesome. Hey trans, welcome to the channel. Do the things that make you personally happy. As long as you're not hurting anyone, why do they hurt if you don't have to say to me, oh, I've just got these toys because they're collectibles. No, you've got those toys because you want to play with them. And why shouldn't you? Why shouldn't you be able to play with those toys? I mean, kids these days have some amazing toys. Have you looked at the toy section of Amazon? Some of the toys are so much fun. And why shouldn't you buy them? And no, you shouldn't have to say that you're just buying them because it's a collectible and I'm going to keep it in the box and I'm just going to sit it on the phone. No, you should be able to grab it, take it out, give it a name, and have little conversations between the two of them and have fun. Yeah, and plushies are absolutely amazing. Plushies are wonderful. Give me a sec. I'll go get some plushies that are in the living room. I'll go fetch them. Right. We have the plushies. We have the plushies. We have the plushies. Okay, so let's go through all these. I'll go through them one at a time. Oh, wonderful. Hey, Transidian, what kind of laptop are you looking for? Do you want some advice on what type of laptop to get? So, this is a very special plushie. Yeah, Odd Folder, that's right. Yeah. It's like this. Did any of you watch this TV series Defiance? The TV series and the game called Defiance. It was on Sci-Fi a while ago. Now this is one of the Hellbugs. Now this was sent me by the developer and it's like, this is a giant Hellbug and it's cuddly. So we've got the cuddly Hellbug. We have the cuddly Hellbug. Then we've got this and this. Two of my favourite old... We've got this, which is a Neopet. Everybody remembers Neopets. I've got the old cow Neopet. Let me try there. Cow Neopet. That is the old cow Neopet. Still got the tag on it. But Neopet plushie. Neopet plushie beanie. And then we've got this, which is one of my favourite beanies. One of my favourite old beanies. Quite a rare one these days. The chameleon. I just loved it. It's so cute. So we got that one. And then we've got the bigger ones. We've got the bigger one. This is so soft and it's like so super cuddly. Cow. Paula used to love plushies and that, and it rubbed off on me a lot. So we got the cow plushie, which is like so soft. It's made of that really, really soft thing. And this is like a weird. It's almost like it's a weird little thing. It's like it's a moo cow, but it's like so soft and you can put it on your head. You can put it on your head because it's just so soft. Oh, wonderful. Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. Hey, Trans. So yeah, we've got this is like, it's so soft and crazy like that. And then we've got this one, which Paula made for me, which is like a little robot, a very simply crafting robot that's like so soft and full of thingy in there. Yeah, so it's wonderful. So I have these all over the house. And then we've got this one, which is another one, which is a brilliant pillow and that. Paula used to use this in hospital to rest her cheek on and that. So yeah, do what makes you happy. Oh, big shark one. Yeah, do what makes you happy. Do what makes you smile. Because when it comes down to it, these are the things that will help you deal with life. When it comes to mental illness, when it comes to stress and problems like that, yeah, when it comes to all that kind of thing, do what makes you happy. Do what makes you feel good. And let's take a tangent away from that to something else. Wear the clothes that make you smile. Seriously, wear the clothes that make you smile, that make you happy, because clothing can be like an armor. It can be your layers of armor. It can be your layers of comfort. Wear what makes you feel comfortable. put the things on, because it's all part of accepting who you are and letting yourself be. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And these days it's even easier. I've told people before, most of the people from my old channel know, that when I first met Paola, we realised that I'm not transgender, but I do have a very strong female side. So we actually explored that. And I used to have a wardrobe before Paola got ill, and I had my own set of female clothes. And I used to wear female clothes. We created an entire female persona for me before Paola got ill. Once Paola got ill, we didn't explore that anymore and put it aside because I had to focus on being the best person looking after her I could. But why should there be this thing that stops if a guy wants to wear a skirt, he should be able to wear a skirt? Why not? Hello, Acid. Yay, Acid's here. If you want whatever makes you happy through life, do it. Be yourself. Yeah. Be yourself. Do what makes life, because life is unique. Yeah. Yeah, I think I am gender fluid or bigender. Let's put it out there. I'm what's called demisexual. What that means is I'm attracted to someone who I bond with. I don't become attracted to someone whether they're a male or a female, I never have, or what they're wearing. I become attracted to someone based on the bond I form with them. The connection I form creates attraction, not the normal thingy. So that's called like demisexual, because you actually bond with someone first and you actually think. So all these kind of things. So I actually believe that most people form bonds with people, and that if it wasn't for society pushing us into these little boxes, yeah, 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 yeah. People think that, make the assumption that people who are pansexual and that don't have sexual thoughts, or they don't fall in love, or they don't find attraction. They do, but we just bond with in different ways, and we don't follow what is called the normal thing. So be yourself. Yeah. Yeah. And demisexual is amazing because you're not based on the world tries to tell us, oh, this is attractive, this isn't attractive, and so on. Yeah. And sadly, yeah, some people are in places in the world where they have to keep it themselves. But even people who keep it quiet, they can still spend those times doing things that make them smile. And you can be yourself in other ways. And someday you may get into a position where you can leave where you are, and end up living somewhere where you can be yourself. Because I believe everybody should be able to be themselves. We're all unique. The world and the corporations wants to put us in little boxes, and those boxes don't fit. They really don't fit. And so yeah, everybody deserves to be themselves. And my view on this thing, where all the rules, yeah. So I've done a video on it before about trans people, and this is the way I think of it. I think that everyone should be able to be whatever feels natural to them and feels best. Everybody deserves to be happy, and people who are transgender deserve more rules, more laws in place to protect them, to allow them to use certain services and that, because I'm 50 odd years old and I have never ever heard of a trans person going into a female bathroom and harassing a woman. I have never heard of that. But if you talk to any trans person in the world, sadly you will hear many situations where a trans person goes into a bathroom and gets harassed. That is the simple fact of it. So-called TERFs and all that try to say that women deserve their space and they can't have a safe space if a man who identifies with a woman and all that. But they don't have any proof. They don't have any proof that a trans person has ever said, oh, I'm a girl, I'm choosing to be a girl so I can molest someone in a female bathroom. No. That is all just fear-mongering and media. When you look down on it, you can't find any actual... There might be one case in a million of that happening. But I tell you what, every single trans person in this chat here, yeah, a lot of it is passive aggressive and that, and it's soul destroying. But every single trans person I've ever known can tell you a story about being trashed, feeling so vulnerable that they can't go into a bathroom and that, not feeling comfortable and being harassed about it. Yeah. Yeah. So, as far as I'm concerned, this place is a safe space for anyone of any gender association, whatever makes you happy. And good luck on that, Cleveland. And we'll all be here for you, because that's the whole point. Everybody is unique, and everybody should be allowed to be that unique person. And we shouldn't, I think the problem with the world is this. You've got a lot of people who focus on what's called pack mentality. And you see in religion, you see in a lot of things. They believe a certain way, and the only way they can feel comfortable is if they try to make everybody else believe that way. And that's one of the big problems in the world. That's why you get a lot of these problems, because these people who partially believe in a certain way try to drag in everybody else to believe the same thing, to make them feel better with the way they think. And that makes it worse. But yeah, I believe that we deserve to be who we are. And this is one of the wonderful things about virtual reality. So many people in virtual reality I've met who have used VR to connect with who they really are. And you see it so much. You see people who are trans and gender fluid in there. And like, I wear my normal avatar that everybody's seen, the one you saw in the Azil video, and that I wear that, that's just me. But I also have quite a few female avatars, and I have quite a few different avatars, and I have a furry avatar and so on, a fursona and things like that, that I use when I'm out about exploring different places and doing things and that. And everybody should be allowed to do that. And the world needs to be more like that, to allow people to be one. After all, it's the human condition. We should be able to smile. We should have reasons to smile. We all should. So I will defend always. Yeah, Yeah, a transit. Yeah, that's right. There's a lot of this bullshit out there. There's a lot of this stuff that gets propagated, but when you drill down to it, there's no actual proof. There's no unbiased statistic to it all. Yeah, that's wonderful, Cleveland, because it needs to happen. People need to be comfortable in their own skin. I mean, shouldn't this be really the basic of civilization, that you can be happy with who you are? That is wonderful. That you should be happy for who you are. Yeah, games are really good. Well, let's face it, anybody who follows me will figure out that if you have a choice of playing a female in a game, I will play a female in a game. And I love dressing up. You've probably, some of you have seen me playing Star Trek online. And you've seen how I am when I'm altering and changing the costumes on my characters and that. I love it. I love it. I mean, my wife pretty much figured out that I was gender fluid and in that direction early on in our relationships, when I used to love going shopping with her. Female shops and female clothes are amazing. I think male clothing is boring. Male clothing is absolutely boring. But you go to a female cloth shop and they've got thousands of different materials and hundreds of different shapes, and it's so much more beautiful and awesome and amazing female clothing is than male clothing. Male clothing is very restricted within this. This is allowed, this is not. Female clothing is like, yay. And so I much prefer if my perfect day out to the mall would be going out with like 6 or 7 girls and just going to all the shops, female shops, and shopping for the entire day with females or trans. That would be my perfect day. Yeah, anytime. Yeah. Hello there. I hope you have a good sleep. Yeah, we're all having a chat about all of this. And that's the nice thing about all of this. So, night night, DJ. I'm going to call you DJ because your name just, I'm not going to try to pronounce anything except DJ at the start. And it's wonderful. Yeah. One thing I will complain about female clothes is pockets. And I think every female out there, whether trans or whatever, can completely say, hello, happy cat. I'm happy with just having a little kitchen screen, just to have a bit of fun in here while my food is cooking and that for the rest of the day. And female clothes, female clothes are don't have enough pockets. Female clothes never have enough pockets. Seriously. Yeah. Yeah, it's as if a woman isn't supposed to be able to have pockets. Mariah. Hello, Mariah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's the one flaw to female clothing is the pockets. It's like, are women not supposed to be able to carry stuff with them? Is this just a thing this weird thing that's come about that women are not supposed to do? Yeah. Yeah, that's the best way to do it, Cleban. That's a wonderful way to do it. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. I love the shape of female clothes. I love skirts. I love female lingerie is amazing and beautiful and has so many different colors and textures and that beautiful. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Clothing people is crazy. And said, yeah, yeah, that's the right way to do it. And if you've got it's wonderful that you've got a situation where you're allowed to do that. That is awesome. Most people, in fact, all the people I've ever met in the trans lifestyle and the trans life believe, are happy to open a dialogue and speak and talk. They're always there. So, yeah. Yeah, put your entire phone in your pocket, yeah. He's like, why is this a thing? I'm like, so annoying, yeah. So yeah, that was my only negative to my experience when I was younger, when I used to have a female wardrobe. Yeah, that was the only negative to the female wardrobe that I set up, that me and my wife set up for me at my old house, was that it there was the pockets. There wasn't pockets. Why? Yeah, it's crazy. And men get extra pockets. We get extra pockets in our hoodies. We get internal pockets and pockets on everything. Every single male piece of clothing has pockets. Hmm. Yeah, Cleban, if you approach it in that way, like it's very like um I remember someone, a black guy, a black guy joined an online racist white supremacist community, and he got to know the people, and in the end he came out as being black, and the amount of people in that white supremacist community who actually changed their views because they had got to know a black guy and realized they were just people just like them was amazing and groundbreaking. Yeah. My hoodie is like awesome. This hoodie is like look at the amount of space on a male hoodie. It's like a female hoodie is just for show, because why would a woman want to put a thingy over their head? A male hoodie, you can basically it's a yeah, yeah. It's crazy, isn't it? A male hood. So yeah, it's crazy. This is the wonderful thing about these kind of streams and this kind of safe place, and this is why I've set up this community as part of it, because yeah. So yeah, I might actually buy myself a new female wardrobe at some point in time. Hmm? I might actually do that once I've got some money next year. It should be interesting. Yeah, it's kind of sad, isn't it? So it's very interesting to see. Yeah, it just takes one trans person to change someone's view on. Yeah, because on the darker side, if you talk to any trans person, they can tell you factual problems and harassment that they've had to deal with. And on the positive side, you'll realize that you're just a human being trying to be who they are. Yeah, yeah, Vida, you're right. This is what this community is all about. I have to be myself due to what my brain. I don't have a choice between being myself. It's funny. I was very lucky because my mum accepted me for who I was. My mum always accepted me for who I was. My mum never forced me into any specific religion. Bye bye for now, Calicat socks. Yeah, the media is the worst way. Because they're all about click views and things like that. Like my good friend Womanji told me. She said, any of you who watched the video with Womanji in, the one about BDSM and that, she explained it very simply. That the media doesn't show the thousands of car journeys that end in you just getting to where you needed to go. They only show the car crashes. And it's a very good way to look at the media, because they don't show all the good. Like VRchat. Look at the way look at all the stories that Azil shows of how amazing and wonderful VRchat can be, how it can connect us to the world and connect us to each other. But the media out there isn't interested in that. It's not the car crashes. It's not the interesting. Yeah, exactly. That is wonderful, Cleveland. That is wonderful. Yeah. I know that I have bonded more with females. Yeah. Yeah. I have bonded more with females, and I become attracted more to females than I do males. But I have had attraction to males, and I have been attracted. I have trans friends who I think are absolutely gorgeous and amazing. I would have no problem dating a trans person, because it would be attractive to me that they're being who they are. Yeah. Especially for Amazon. So, to me, if you're who you identify as, then to me that's going to be attractive, because you're yourself. The simple fact that you can be yourself is attractive. That is the wonderful thing. And that's when you find someone that you can be with who is themselves. As you know, I mean, if you know about demisexual, that attraction grows. You see, these weird people. I mean, it's still the same in Hollywood. We're making progress, but not enough progress, because we've still got the Hollywood idea that men only get attracted to women who are beautiful in the atypical, standardized thingy. In real world, relationships that are based just on physical attraction fail, because people's looks change. You can't base a relationship on a person's looks and how they look right now. I've always said that love at first sight doesn't exist except in the movies, but love at first connection does. For example, how I met my wife was we sat down and talked about science fiction. Yeah. For 4 hours. And that was it. I knew by the end of that 4 hours that I wanted to be with this person forever, basically, because we just connected so well within those. We were just talking about Babylon 5 and Deep Space Nine and that, and it was just thinking. Yeah, that connection that you have with someone like that, it's amazing. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, and this is the whole point. And those relationships that bond like that will stay together because they grow, they don't falter. See, a relationship based just on looks is based on chemical reactions and that. And once those fade, so this lust and all that goes away. But if you form the relation based on a deeper bond, that bond grows. It doesn't fade, it grows. This is why we have all these stupid celebrity marriages that they say, oh, I love, I love, I love, and then 6 months later they divorce. Doesn't work. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I see the big problem we've got at the moment with Hollywood and that is they're trying to be politically correct, which is also wrong. For example, let's look at the all-female version of Ghostbusters. The reason that movie failed and was so hated was because they tried to force the gender issue. They didn't create a story and film that actually fit. They tried to force it into a different thing, and that was wrong. Yes, we need more females in lead. We need more strong females. We need more trans females. We need more trans heroes. But you can't force the issue. It's the difference between the Marvel. Look at Marvel's cinematic universe. The reason Marvel's cinematic universe worked so well is because it was the slow burn. They didn't force the issue. They didn't put 30 different heroes in a movie and try to make it work. It took 13 years to create that wonderful Avengers Assemble moment, that wonderful infinity that worked. Yeah, exactly, Maya. We need more films, media, books with trans heroes, with female heroes, with strong leads and that. But you have to make it so it fits. Yeah, yeah. You need to bring it in, but you can't force it because it has the totally wrong thing. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Just like wow, wow, we need more. We need more bloody movies where the female lead is not a sidekick for some male character. I mean, seriously, one of the reasons I like some Japanese movies is you have a lot of Japanese movies that don't even have any romance in them. That you can have a female lead who is actually competent and doesn't need to be propped up by a guy. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's wonderful. You're really good at this, Cleban. We need more strong female characters. So females, we need more strong female trans leads. We need more gender fluid leads. We need all of these things, but we need to happen in a way that actually fits with the story and isn't just the political correct idiots in Hollywood trying to force the issue. Look. This is why DC keeps failing when it tries to make its superhero movies because instead of following its own 14, 15, 16 years slow burn, it's trying to play catch up with Marvel. It's trying to force all of those years worth of character. When we all watched Avengers Assemble, the movie in New York, if you watched it, We didn't have to be explained the origins of everyone. Hello, Bobber. Welcome. We didn't have to be forced in because we already knew all the characters and it worked. Yeah. Yeah. So everybody should be able to be themselves. Yeah. Yeah, Cleveland. We need innovative ideas to bring it in and not force it on people, but also not marginalize it. But it's got to fit. Yeah. Pre-established. Yeah, this is what DC still doesn't get. The reason that we had that amazing moments with Infinity Wars and Endgame is because people were invested in the characters and characters fit. By the time we got to the movie of Avengers Assemble, yeah, Avengers Assemble worked so well in New York when all the characters met up because none of the characters had to be introduced. We didn't have to have Thor introduced or Iron Man introduced. We didn't have to have the Hulk introduced. They had all had their part and their little bits and the slow burn. We need more innovation like that, and the same kind of idea needs to be transposed to the transgender and gender fluid and all this and the female powerful leads and amazing characters. Because let's face it, science fiction and superhero are an amazing genres to use to boost into these kind of things. Yeah. But you can't, if you try to force any issue in life, it's going to make harm. Yeah, because, yeah, Maria, they've tried to force it so much, like the Justice League and stuff like that. It's crazy. The DC has had so many chances to create something equal to Marvel. And yeah, I love the new Batman. I think things like that are a good thing. Yeah, yeah. Bye-bye for now, Slime. We're just having a wonderful little talk about everything here. This is a wonderful thing about having one of these kind of streams. We can talk and DC has some amazing storylines in there, but they keep trying to play catch up. And you know what the worst thing is? I always say this. More DC, and I don't know whether you'll agree with me, Bunby, but my opinion of DC is this: that DC has dropped the ball twice. The first time it dropped the ball was with Smallville. Smallville was an amazing series, gave an amazing background to Superman, an amazing background to his relationship with Lex, and introduced all the people of the Justice League. They could have, at the end of Smallville, created an amazing set of films, but they didn't want to pay the actors film rates. They could have taken that entire base of Smallville into a film genre of superhero movies, and people would have already been invested. I mean, Tom thingy as Superman would have been so amazing and given an amazing background. They could have gone straight into the Justice League with that. Yeah. And then they had the CW arcs with Arrow, with the Flash movie. And it doesn't matter whether you like those series, the Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, all those. Once again, at the end of that, they could have used all of those people that people were invested in, used those actors, and gone into another movie. They could have gone into movies, but they didn't want to pay the actors the movie rates. Once again, it's crap. It's like, why didn't they do that? They had the perfect way to build. They had already built with these TV series an amazing set of background stories that everybody was invested in, both for those two genres And they could have took each of those two genres, they could have took into movies. Yeah. Because they, both the Smallville universe and the World's universe of the Flash and everything would have been a perfect thing, because we know in the actual comic books, the Flash would have been a perfect person to create the Justice League and to start the Justice League up. And if you had used the people in the CW movie in that, yeah, yeah, H-Trans, yeah. So it's very much, there's lots of places drop the ball, and yeah, at the moment with Martian Manhunter is an amazing character. DC has some of the strongest characters you will out there if they just did them justice. And there's no reason that you couldn't create more trans in a good way. We've got the stuff there. We've got it there. So yeah. So so I think having this morning chat this morning, it's almost like this is like having a little coffee shop, isn't it, where we can all have our little chat in the morning. I think this is a good idea. I think we'll do this daily. Just this little thing where we can chat and talk about stuff that isn't game focused. We're actually just spending time getting to know each other and having a bit of fun. Anybody can come in and we can talk about anything we want to. Yeah. I think we'll do this each morning as a place where we can all spend time and have a bitch at the world. We can bitch at the world and bitch at the annoying things there. Yeah. And we can be there for each other. I'm really happy that I can share this with you and share the way this technology has helped me and keeps me going. I'm really happy that I can do this. And so we can grow this and bring new people in. So anybody you think would be interested in this, just please invite them to the channel, follow and that, and follow me and that, and we can just have one of these Quever chats where we talk about everything, and we've been there for each other. Yeah. That's the thing. For some people like you, it's night time. Yeah. Yeah, that's the sad thing, isn't it? Yeah. And this is like just a daily update of how things are going for us all. And we can talk about any subject we want, anything that matters to us, and help each other out, make new friends. Ooh. That's awesome. Yeah. So we'll do this. I'll do it whenever I wake up, which is usually about the same time. And we will just have our fun little comfy time, our sofa time. And make new friends. And find new people to support each other. Because that's the wonderful thing about the Azil videos. Azil's videos show a side to life that most people don't see. Yeah. So yeah, anybody can add me to Discord. If you go to my YouTube videos, you can find my Discord link, and that we've got a Discord that we can use, and we've got this, and it's just so awesome. Yeah, Azil does these videos, and the way he shows different sides of life and different points of view. He's an amazing interviewer. The funny thing is, as I've told before, the first time me and Azil recorded the video was like almost 8 months ago. But so much happened, and he was so busy, and we wanted to, and we ended up redoing it again late, just about a month ago, because and we before it went up, and we decided we delay it. First we were going to do like something that was like an add-on, and then we thought, no, we'll redo the entire thing. Yeah. Hello, Solarpunk. We are just having a talk about everything that being yourself. That do what makes you happy, do what makes you smile. Yeah, I mean, he's got editors that help him to. He's usually got about 20 or 30 videos as he has ready to go up and ready to be edited and that. So many people in there. So this is going to be like our coffee mornings or coffee nights, or the mellow wind down time when we just have a little chat in my kitchen, and I'll be cooking. Oh, the food's ready. I'll show you what it looks like now, because I'll show you what this little risotto looks like. So when it's cooked up. All right, so I'll just lift it up a bit. There. So take you over here. So there. That's it. It's like a little risotto, and it'll keep warm in there until I want to eat it, and then some of it will be saved for later. It's just like a little risotto with spinach and rice and potatoes and a bit of carrots. No. So that's my meal. That's my normal meal each morning that I put together. So leave that shut until I want it. The nice thing about it is, it's just a bit of rice. We cooked it at the start of the stream, but I'm going to upload this as a video as well, so it'll be on my channel. Yeah, that Instapot is wonderful, and it's very good on electricity and that for cooking. So I'm going to feed the dogs now. We're going to feed the dogs. It's time for the doggies to have their food. So the doggies have 2 meals a day. So let's put this here so you can see what we cook for the doggy. My little doggies have 2 meals a day. So they have a little bit of dry food. A little bit of dry food, which is just like that. Whee! And then a little bit of wet food on top of it. So some basic buttered beef today. So a little bit of this. And the rest goes in the fridge for later for the dogs. And a little bit of water on top of it. So that's the doggy food for now. Beryl! Come on, Beryl. I think Beryl's half asleep. Are you asleep, Beryl? Wake up, you want your food? There we are. The doggies are having their food. Ah. Oh. This is so wonderful. Hello, Shim Gaming. Munchies for the dogs. Yeah. Yeah. So it's really nice to spend time with you all. Oh, see, Beryl isn't very food centric. She only eats little bits now and then. She's not like Bertie. Bertie likes his food and will eat all his food. You want to come up here? Beryl doesn't want her food, instead she wants a love. Beryl wants to come and say hello. You can't get on that desk. I know you want to, but you can't. You want to play with the toys and that, but no. You're beautiful, aren't you? You're beautiful. Go on, go play. Go have your food. Thing is, she's more likely to eat food from Bertie's bowl. She'll actually wait until he wants to check what she's eating, and then she'll eat out of his bowl. She'll wait for him to move over and eat hers, and then try to eat his. Yep. See, Bertie's gone to her bowl now, and now she's going to eat his food. Just the way their dogs are, they just swap between the two meal bowls. Yeah, she's now eating his stuff. Let me show you. Now Bertie's eating from her small bowl, and she's eating from his bowl. Okay. Bunby, are you on a Quest or a PCVR? Well, even playing flat, it's okay, because even playing flat, playing flat on a PC, you can go everywhere. I'll actually do a video about it later, because I can't. I know the worlds, but unless I'm in there, I can't remember the names of the worlds to go to. So I'll have to tell you about that later when I actually go in there. Yeah. So what we'll do is, I'll probably actually do a little bit of a flat screen VRchat to show you what I'll show people. That next stream I do, I'll also do it as an upload and go through some of my favorite worlds. You're welcome. Like I said, when you join the game, just friend me. My name's Queber in there, just normal QUEBBER in there, and I will accept it when I log on, and we can hang out and that, no problem. So yeah. So later on today, I will do a bit of either a stream or a video showing some of my favorite worlds for people to visit and why they are so nice. We'll do that. I think that's a good idea. I think doing it flat screen, as in using a normal PC, will actually be easier for them. So we'll do that all. That's one of my things today. You're awesome. You're all awesome. I mean, the whole point is this kind of community that's built around this kind of idea of have all been there for each other. It doesn't just help me. It doesn't just help me deal with what I'm dealing with. It helps everybody else. We can inspire and offer points of view in that most don't see. My head's cold. I took my hat on. Why is my hat off? I put that back on. Yes, the doggies have been fed. They're happy now. Well, they were happy before anyway. Yeah, so I'll do a video and I'll upload it to a new set of playlists on my channel. Just like this is going to be uploaded to the cooking stream, or it's because we did a little bit of cooking on there, therefore it'll be classed as a cooking one. So I'll upload it as that after we talk here. So yeah, this is our morning, afternoon, evening. This is our wind down. This is our start of the day. This is our mellow time before start playing the games and everything together. And you are all welcome to be part of this. And if you ever need any help or want to chat on here, you can add me on Discord. You can add me on VR and we can chat. And that I'm me. As you can tell, I'm the same person who is in the Azil video. Whether you see me like this or in VR, I'm still me. And that's the whole point. I always have to say to people, yes, some days you will see me when I'm not feeling wonderful and that I'm dealing with bad stuff. But that's the whole point. You're seeing the real me. There's too much fake. There's too much fake. There's too much Photoshop. There's too much Instagram filters. There's too much of these kind of things that teach people that they're supposed to be fake and that to succeed. And it's sad. So I'm going to shut down this stream in a minute, and I'll probably have my food, a bit of my food, and then I'll do whatever we're going to do, and then I'll go upstairs and set up a stream. But I think the first stream I'll do today upstairs will be a flat screen VRchat stream where I go through the different worlds, and I'll save it and upload it as a video as well. Yeah, exactly. The whole point's clear, Anna, as I've always said. How can you know when I'm having a good day if you don't know when I'm having a bad day? There's got to be that balance. If I can't be comfortable enough, or you can't be comfortable enough for me to be me, then how can you really know? This is therapy to me. I've got to be honest with it. And when I tell you about some of the bad stuff, when I talk about some of the dark side of depression and that, it will help people who are dealing with depression because they will know that they're not alone. And no one should face any of this stuff alone. So I'll upload this and then we'll start the day, and thank you for giving me a wonderful start today. I know people who use painting. Yeah, Solar, that's really, that brings an important point. Once again, to me, games are the thing that really mellow me out for therapy, and this. I'm not a painter. I'm not someone who paints stuff. Yay, there's some. So, but I know people who love painting and that creative side. My creative side goes towards setting fire to something in a game. That's what my creative side goes towards. Setting fire to something in a game. And creating an antimatter explosion in Minecraft that destroys the whole realm. That to me is my creativity. But yes. Yeah. Fire can be so pretty in games, and explosions can be so pretty. What happens if I put all of this together and press the boom button? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So what I'll do is I'm going to shut all this down, upload this video as part of the channel so everybody can see it on the playlist, and then I will go upstairs and do a stream, and I think the first stream will be VRchat, and we'll go into VRchat on a flat screen, and I'll show you some of the worlds that I love to go to and why I love to go to them. So I'll do a specific stream based on that before we do anything else. Yeah, creativity is I believe everybody in the world is creative. I believe everybody is creative, and everybody has their own channel. Which is cool. So, bye-bye for now. Yeah, so we'll do a VRchat video, and you can follow me around, and I'm just going to go to the world and that. Time zones. Time zones are evil. Time zones are evil. And confusing. Callie Cat, we're about to shut this down, and I'm going to do a stream in about, probably I'd say about half an hour to 3/4 of an hour, probably an hour's time. I'll do a stream and that. So bye-bye for now, you wonderful special people. You've been amazing. You really have. Yay. So yeah, I'll do this each morning my time. Yep. So talking about an hour. I'll be back on in about an hour. Bye bye for now.